Hello everyone, this is Peppa Crochets. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a very quick and easy Valentine's Day crochet craft. This is going to be a lacy border that you can add to your socks. Of course, it doesn't have to be just for Valentine's Day. I thought this was the perfect opportunity, and this literally took me 15 minutes to do for one sock. Very quick and easy. It's 2 rows, very simple. This is going to be the same pattern we used for the crochet photo frame. If you guys like my crochet content, videos, and tutorials, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. I'm going to be using a crochet thread. This is a weight 0 crochet thread in the color red. I'll also be linking it down below. This is the same exact yarn that I used for my previous photo frame magnet project. We're going to be working along the top of our socks, so you want to get a pair of socks, and I'm grabbing a 1.5mm hook. We're going to start off by making a slip knot, and we're going to pull this slip knot through the top band of our socks. Luckily for me, my socks have this red detailing at the top, so I was able to use that as a marker to figure out how spaced out I wanted the stitches to be. But we're going to start off by pulling the slip knot through the top of the socks, and with this small hook it should be easy. Once we have the slip knot through, we're going to chain up 3. We're going to yarn over and then go back into that same space that we did the slip knot. It doesn't have to be exactly that same space, but somewhere right next to it, and you're going to make a double crochet. This is going to be our first V-stitch. This is going to be a V-stitch row, a double crochet V-stitch row. You're going to skip some spaces. Just imagine skipping like 2 stitches, and into the next space you're going to place a double crochet. You're going to chain up 1, and again, like we did before, into that same stitch, or right next to it at least, you're going to place another double crochet. And so this is always going to be a V-stitch. It's going to be a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So 2 double crochets separated by chain 1. Again, you're going to skip the same amount of space and then do another V-stitch. So luckily for me, like I said before, I just used these red markers on the top and worked my V-stitches along those red spaces. Obviously, everyone's socks are going to be different, but you can either measure out how many spaces or just eyeball it. And imagine like 2 small stitches. You're skipping 2 stitches, and into the third one, you're doing a V-stitch. So here I am just making my V-stitches for this row, and of course it does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfectly evenly spaced out. You just want to try your best. At the end, we're just going to slip stitch into the second chain. So we did a chain up of 3. Into the second chain, we do a slip stitch. Now, without chaining or doing anything or turning our work, we're going to go into that first chain space of that first V-stitch that we made and do a single crochet. Now for the next chain space of the next V-stitch, we're going to place a double crochet, and we're starting our Picot fan stitch. We're going to chain up 3. At the base of the double crochet that we just made right here, there's 2 posts. So I'm putting my hook behind those 2 posts and doing a slip stitch. And that's going to create a little picot, or a little dot. Now we're going to do this 4 more times. This is a double crochet Picot fan stitch. So again, into that same chain space, do a double crochet, chain up 3, put your hook back into the base of that double crochet right behind these 2 posts right here, and then do a slip stitch. So pull the yarn all the way through. So that's our second double crochet Picot. Let's do our third one, double crochet. And you see those 2 bars after we finish that double crochet, we're going in there, chain 3, place your hook behind those 2 posts or 2 bars of the double crochet, and then do a slip stitch. Now we're going to do that 2 more times. So we're going to have a total of 5 of these double crochet Picot stitches, and I'm going to show this to you a few more times just so you get the hang of it. But once you get it down, it's very easy. Here's our last double crochet Picot stitch, and this is what it should look like so far. Now into that next V-stitch, that chain space of the next V-stitch, we do a single crochet. So this is what it looks like, and this is a pattern you just keep repeating for this last row. I told you there's only 2 rows, super easy. So in the next chain space of the next V-stitch, you do the same 5 double crochet picot stitches. So double crochet, chain up 3, and then do a slip stitch at the base of those double crochet posts, and that'll give you the picot, and you do that for a total of 5 times. You go over to the next V-stitch chain space and do a single crochet. Once you go all the way around, we're going to end this by doing a slip stitch into that first single crochet stitch that we made. And that's it, you guys. That's how quick and simple this lacy border is. It's so cute, it's so quick and easy. I'm definitely going to be doing this with my other socks and doing a different lacy design. Now to finish this off, we're just going to chain up 2, cut, and then pull the yarn through all the way down to secure. I found this out recently, but usually I do a chain 1 and cut. Apparently doing a chain up of 2 and cutting creates a more secure knot, so going forward I'm going to be doing a chain up of 2. So this is what it looks like, and I'm also going to show you guys how I was able to weave in my ends. I do have a darning needle that's sharp at the tip. You know how some darning needles are more blunt ended? This is more of a sharp needle, so it's easier for me to weave the crochet threads into the fibers of the sock. So I'm just going to show you quickly what I do. Because my darning needle is sharp, I'm able to go into the base of the top of the sock where the crochet thread meets the sock and kind of just weave it in there and hide the thread. And I do the same for the end that we just finished off. I weave it back down through the stitches that we just made so I can reach the top of the sock area, and then wove in the crochet thread into the fibers of the sock or the fabric of the sock to hide it. Here's one thing I didn't do, but I highly suggest blocking this before you wear it, just to soften up that lacy texture and make it look more uniform and more open. So what you could do is you could just gently hand wash it and then press it between 2 towels and just let it air dry. You could also make the same lacy border around any of your tops really, or just, you know, upcycling your old tank tops or tops I think would be really cute, making it like a sleeve even. This would be adorable on baby socks or for young kids as well with like some Mary Jane shoes. And it's so quick to do. The whole process of doing both the socks took me like a half hour, and that was me going slowly and I was filming. So it's definitely a one sitting type of project, and you can make so many of these. I paired them with these Doc Martens and they looked adorable. I can also see myself doing this for my longer socks so that the lacy portion is sticking out at the top of my tall boots. I think that would be really nice as well. Okay, you guys, and that is it for our Valentine's Day inspired lacy socks. Very easy, very quick to do, perfect for beginners even. I know it's a little finicky using like a smaller crochet hook size, but I promise you once you get it down, it's just 2 very easy rows, just double crochets, single crochets, chains, and slip stitches. That's it. If you guys like my crochet content, videos, and tutorials, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I've definitely been procrastinating, but I do have 2 top tutorials coming out soon, and one is a long sleeve top, so stay on the lookout for that. Alright you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.